Hello, YouTube. Welcome to the second of our Light Language Awakening series. I'm here with my beautiful soul sisters, JJ, Nina, and Summer, and we'll do some introductions soon. So this is the second of 6 weekly lives. So I encourage you to go back and watch the others that we did. We did one officially in the series and one before that just to say hi and kind of show what we've got with our light languages. So today's plan is we'll do some introductions. We didn't quite finish some of the questions that we had last week. So feel free to write some more in the chat if you have any new ones. And today we're going to do actually some practice. So our very dear friend, Carol Lamb, will be jumping in to do some automatic writing with us. And we want you to go grab some paper too, so that you could do that as well. So why don't we start with letting these beautiful ladies introduce themselves first. So JJ, you're first on my side. So how about you go first?
Hi, everybody. My name's JJ, and as you can see down below, my YouTube channel is called @TutaSpeaks. That's how you search for me. And I've had a light language for 10 years. I did not know what light language was when it came through. I didn't know how long it was going to stay. I wasn't sure about a lot of things about it, like my sanity. And so that's why I'm excited that we're doing this, because back in my day, we really had to look for other light language people. And so I'm so excited that I found this beautiful community, these beautiful women. And yeah, so you can find me over at TutaSpeaks. My website's tutaspeaks.com with all of my links. And yeah, that's me.
Perfect. So next I see Summer, and we've got a comment on this beautiful art in the background. Again, it's a different one. If you feel like giving us some, I'm sorry, we're covering up the best part of her beautiful face and her feathers.
I literally have her right here. I will just
okay.
Yeah, let's keep that on display in the back, shall we?
Whoa. So high vibe.
You actually just see, this is a really powerful section right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is called Light After Dark. I finished her on spring equinox. We'll set her up here.
Good idea.
I'll try to not block her. Okay. Good. Well, yeah, we'll do that for now. Hey guys, I'm Summer Paradiso, and my business is Soul and Spirit, and I've had my light language only since early September of last year, and I also did not know what light language was. I had heard the term light language, but did not connect the two. And it came through for movements first through my hands, and then I started transcribing it and writing it, and then I started to speak it. So it was kind of this slow roll of development. I feel really connected transcribing it. So you'll see me during this session. If you see me looking down, it's because I am transcribing light language. I cannot help it. It has to come out and then be shown. So you'll see me transcribing, and that's what's also coming through in my artwork. And something new that I'll share, even that I made a connection with my guides, is I also create dot patterns. I've been doing that my entire life, creating dot patterns, and those are actually light codes as well. And I realized that just very recently. And so that will be something that I will talk about in my week that I am leading. But here we go. Ahead, Nina.
Hi, I am Nina, and my business is Nina Signature Beauty. I just started my YouTube today, actually, at 10 a.m. My first intro video was released, and then I will have my very first interview next week on Wednesday. But I am here because I am a translator of light language. I discovered this gift through Danra and Summer, and in our mediumship group. And slowly it has it presents itself as a like an everlasting filter where light in itself can present itself in this place. And then I'm able to provide message, the guidance, and the translation, the way that it comes to me and shows me, it's different in all different ways. It's expanding my gifts as well with light language, where I'm able to see symbols. I get the cognitive images as well, and the intentions behind the messages that come in the light language. And it's very exciting, very expansive, and it does open up it triggers, if you will, an energetic opening each time, or it triggers something within me. So it's just very happy to be here, and I'm all for this rabbit hole of light language. Yay.
All right. And I'm Danra from Soul Illumination with Danra, and we've decided that we're going to trade off weeks. So JJ very valiantly led the way and led the first 2 times, and now it's my turn. So if it gets all messed up, just blame me, okay? This is for beginners. We want this to be a very gentle landing spot for you. We're going to take it slow, and whatever comes up, we welcome. So JJ had a brilliant idea about collecting a bunch of samples of what light language could be. So do you want to just share that with people?
Yeah, I actually just changed the thumbnail on my recording on YouTube so it's easier to read. And it's called You're Invited. So if you go over to my channel, Tuta Speaks, everything is explained in this short little video. And then I gave an example of something to send in at the end of the video. So there's some questions to guide you. I've already received one, 2 from one person, Miss Annie Bear. Thank you so much for sending it in. Annie sent in one that was like a short version, and then she also sent in one that was longer. So if you feel like you do one and it's a little bit longer, I love that Annie Bear did that, because I learned so much from both of them, and it's nice for me to have a couple different choices. And then, send them in, explain who you are. And I'm telling you, this is like a silly, funny, if you're just like, oh, mine's not even anything, mine's not, I don't even know what mine is. That is exactly like how we all felt when this first came through. So even if it's something that you feel is silly, and you're kind of like on the fence of sending something in, send it in. And you can even send it in and say, hey, can you watch this and just make sure like I'm not crazy? I'll totally do that too. And I also discovered it would be nice if you don't have a light language, but you have an experience with light language, send in a video about that too, because everybody experiences it differently. And I love hearing those stories. Like, how has it helped you? Does it open you up? Those sorts of things.
Perfect. Yeah, I've already got a couple of people who sent some written samples too. So could be like song, dance, writing, spoken. So JJ, we haven't had Tuta open up a session for us. Shall we invite her in to get us all settled?
Yes, absolutely. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
What would you like to share today? Ooh, I see columns of light coming in. What would you like to share today? Anu na kumash na makata naka. Kushna, 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 kushna. Anu nana kutiana naka. Mashna kuyani yan 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 yan. Anu ishna makamaka oshna makabaka yawa ma yawa uiwa 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 ma kumashna. Tiana nushniana ai. Manu kakuyashnia tutian yan 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 kashna makuyawa. Yanu yanu yamashnia ya yataka ya na pashnia papakewa yetiana kushtiti kama tui mashna mantu tama wa tia anu ishnaka Ayana, Ayanukia, Mashnia, Mashnia, Maku, Maku. Eatatoma Mashnianaka, Manuki, Anuka. Anuka, Yatanaku, Ani, Okuti, Anuk, Oshnaka, Kainagiwa.
Thank you for that, JJ. That was awesome.
You're welcome.
Beautiful.
Even in the breath, there was a message. Holy moly.
I know.
That felt really nice. Getting the breath was almost like, and now you settle and you wait for everything else to come. Like the journey is going. We're on the journey right now. The preparation is laid. The journey, you're on it. Like we're going. We're currently approaching it with grace and preparedness. There is a welcoming for this pre-designated area that everybody is. It's almost like an exposure or a.
Oops.
We're telling. We're telling of something. There's like an energetic matching of this acceptance on the journey. Like we're going. This is what's laid out for us. So in this safety on this journey, it was, yeah, I loved every second. Jeez Louise. Gather in groups because the journey we're taking together. Gather.
Wow.
My heater. I don't
So-
need my heater anymore.
Summer. Yeah.
I'm going. I was also gonna say I feel like I accessed a deeper part of like my lower lungs beneath my heart in my solar plexus. Someone else in Annie Bear said too,
Yeah.
that she felt it in solar plexus and heart, and that was just really beautiful to. It was during the breath too. It was like instruction to breathe and also a clearing for breath. So that was really cool. Thank you.
Yeah, I thought of you too, Summer, because it's like they showed me those the like pillars of light or something about the light, and I'm like, oh, this reminds me of the columns that you use, but they were so different, these columns. It's like they were like, one reminded me of you and then somebody else that I haven't met yet, and it was just like this beautiful the columns of light were really cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mhm.
feeling a painting coming on. This is exciting.
Ooh.
So, guys, I'm just gonna pop in before Nina and Danra take off with this episode. But I just want to make sure that you guys know that with light language, because you may not be familiar with it, just follow your own comfort level. If it feels at any point, Nina, we'll talk about this a little more. But if it feels really intense or like, quote, like too much, then maybe mute us or turn the volume down or close your eyes for a second. Try and play with taking away a sense so that it might feel less overwhelming if that's something that happens. But we just want you guys to stay in your own comfort with experiencing light language so that you can feel safe. I also wanted you guys to set an intention with me. So if we all would maybe just take a moment, now that we feel like we can breathe a nice deep breath, if we could take a deep inhale through the nose, sigh it out. This is a safe and supportive space for those who are curious about or experiencing light language. May this space be activating in the highest and most loving way. Take a moment. You might close your eyes and take a deep breath again, but set your own personal intention for today, for this episode, whether it's for healing, releasing of blockages, soul alignment, power, raising vibrational frequencies. Take a moment and say it to yourself now. Something with wind today, guys.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Yeah, they want me to go. It's time.
Yeah.
Time to start rolling.
Right.
Yes,
Oh, so before we get started, let me go ahead and just disclaim us. We are not medical or mental health professionals, and this is for entertainment purposes only. We do not diagnose, treat, or offer medical advice of any kind, and we are simply sharing our personal experiences and perspectives with light language. By engaging with this light language, you acknowledge your personal responsibility for your experience and you choose to participate in a way that feels safe and aligned for you. Again, like Summer said, it's important to honor your own comfort, your boundaries, and your sense of safety at all times. Please do what feels most supportive for you. This may include pausing us, grounding, adjusting your environment, or holding space and letting any vibrations that don't resonate with you fall down into the earth. These experiences are often described as rememberings or body responses and nervous systems responses when you're engaging with light language. Everyone's experience is unique and all responses are valid. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, so before we bring our friend Carol on to do the automatic writing, last week was a Q&A session. So I just want to do a quick recap, if you haven't seen that, of what some of our answers were. And then we didn't get to some because we love talking so much, we always go over. So I have a few more that we're going to do, and then we'll do the automatic writing. So I'll handle this part, and then the group will handle the rest. So we talked about who can do it. Well, literally anybody who is open and receptive. It's not something you have to go to school and be taught. You just remember it. And that is as woo-woo as it gets, I suppose. But it's just true. So what is it exactly? We think of it as like high vibration channeling. So you can get messages from collectives like Summer, who are also galactics, dragons, ascended masters, healers, wisdom keepers, and this could come out in any number of ways, like with writing or speech or moving your hands or singing or dancing, deep guttural grunts and barking. Sure, all of it can come from spirit. So what you feel, lots of tinglies. Tinglies are a number one. Pressure. We heard a lot from last time when we were doing our harmonizing that people had deep, like kind of head pressure in the third eye, totally normal. You might see colors. I know somebody who said she saw civilizations just flashing in front of her, like snapshots of civilizations. But mostly you'll probably just feel a deep sense of calm and remembrance. So that's as far as we got last time. So I want to put this to the group. What do we use it for? Why would we want to spread this round, y'all? What good does it do?
Pick me.
Ooh,
mainly because, so I personally, and for raising the collective vibration, I use it in all of my meditations. So sometimes I'll just meditate traditional Vipassana where I'm quiet, and now I will do hand signal light language during. It serves during that time very much as either clearing, helping me process, and helping me integrate. It depends on where I am with whatever I'm working through or downloading. With my clients, so that's on a personal level. It helps my kids go to sleep. I sing to them in light language. I don't really identify as a singer, but they don't know that. So I sing to them in light language, and they will ask for it. They will say, especially my son, he'll ask for light language. And he's little. He turns 3 on Sunday. So It's never too early to start. And then with my clients and my one-on-ones, my groups, I use it for protection, for integration, for clearing, literally the same thing that I use for myself. What I've really noticed is it helps really stir up some of the gunk that wants to stay. And it can create a level of like body confusion. So we get tinglies, and sometimes I've noticed with clients, it can create almost this level of body confusion, but then afterwards we can clear it out so much easier, whether that's through Reiki or another light language transmission or activation. It's such an amazing tool to help with clearing and integrating. And I think it needs to be in medical schools. Like it's so incredibly powerful. It helps me get rid of my migraines. It helps me get rid of feeling sick to my stomach. Like it is a beautiful tool to clear. So that's my story. And one other thing is, sometimes you get really intense with it. And I whacked my cat in the face this morning because my arms got so bad. I literally, she'll sit next to me when I meditate, and I slapped her in the face. And I felt so bad. So it's, just like part of the disclaimer, Nina, we need to add in like because I was like, whoa, and she literally got slapped in the face. Also use as hopefully not a weapon, but that was what happened. Felt like sharing.
Light language activated.
Activated, literally.
JJ or Nina, did you have anything else there?
That was perfect. I have nothing.
Yeah, that was perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, that's exactly what it is. That communication, it serves as a clearance, a guide to energy acknowledgement. And that is something I can definitely speak to, is that energy acknowledgement. I mean, every time I heard light language for the first time, my body wanted to, in the beginning, I got what I saw, but when I really wanted to envelop in the light language, it was like my body was stuck. And Summer spoke about this, and that's what she worked through me to come out. And it wasn't until her light language that my body started to react like, I know what this is. This is going to help clear this out. So if you do breath work, and breath work kind of starts enhancing your body's feelings, this is very similar to that buildup. You get that enhancement. You feel your whole body kind of, what does that do? It kind of regulates our body in a way. So it's like your whole body resets, and you're sitting there like, what's going on? What's this feeling? I got to keep breathing, right? Okay, hold my breath. So like that, this light language really does feel like that. It's almost like a meditative tool where it's honing in on your energy and the energy around us and between us. Yeah. I love sharing my story with Summer, with light language, because man, I'll say it every time if I can, because it saved my being. It really did clear me out. And I didn't even know, like, I was vomiting nothing, but I was.
You
like,
have it on video.
Yes, I have it on video. It's like it sounded like I was excreting, and I wasn't, but I was soulfully being cleaned out, and that was the best feeling. And it just allows me to be in my femininity, and I am here to say.
Yes. JJ, if you don't have anything else, I only had a few small things to add. That my light languages come out in a series of 6, and they seem to be very deliberate about what they're doing. So one is a chakra clearing, the other one is a biofield check, and a DNA upgrade, and then instructions from the Akashic records, and then empowerment from Divine Feminine. So it can be all number of things. And you could also, there's certain light languages, ours are meant to be shared with people, but that you could just speak it to the earth, and it anchors into the grid lines. So there's all different kinds. I'm sure we're not capturing all of them, but just want to give you, there's a wide range of ways this could be used. All right.
Did one of us say winds today?
Yeah.
Wind.
people in the
6
chat.
windows is what I got. 6 windows. Windows, so I can see them all different colors. They're huge, though. Carol pulled a card for me yesterday that brought it up to my head. So when you said winds, immediately I saw windows open, and I was like, why are there so many? And they're so big. So I want to tap into that just a little bit later. I wanted to make sure I brought that up too, so we can talk about that.
That is awesome. So one of the next questions would be some physical signs before we came out. I added this because we were talking after last time, and Summer mentioned that she got some migraines before hers, and me too. I realized that happens, or they like spirit will take you out because I don't know. I don't seem to stop unless they make me sick. So they'll like make me sick so that I have to take a nap, and then whoop, a light language comes through. And then there's just strong urge associated with it. I'm just curious, Summer, if you wanted to expand on that, or Tuta, or JJ.
Yeah, I have some. Yes, I ended up in the ER and then an ambulance ride to another ER. When I think it was 2016. I was in Arkansas, and I had already been doing spirit stuff. I didn't have my light language yet, and there are these things that happen to some of us that are called spiritual 2x4s, where spirit will just be like, dude, you're not paying attention, so we're just going to hit you over the head. And that's what happened. And so mine came through with heart issues right around geologically where a past life was kind of holding the plug on my light language. And then later that year, come to find out, mine emerged. And yeah, so it's one of those things when I had the things that happened when I had my heart issues, I didn't have to, but it showed me that what I was doing with my life needed to change a bit. And because it was too stressful, I couldn't focus on myself. And it was just kind of one of those moments where your life takes like a 90-degree turn. And so we ended up selling our business. I don't know, like a lot of things happened because of the spiritual 2x4. So I'm so happy to hear these fun folks here to say, like, I noticed that I had a migraine because there were so many things I could have noticed and I didn't. And so pay attention to your body and really listen.
Yeah. I also don't want to scare people and being like, it does not mean you must have a migraine to get light language. And it is interesting because that is your connection to source, right? It's where your third eye is. It's where your crown chakra is. But yeah, my migraine was really intense. It was after my Reiki master practitioner, after my attunement, literally within 24 hours. And JJ, you just rattled something loose for me too, though, which is so interesting, is a month after my attunement, I got my light language in a meditation, but then it wasn't until a month after that when I went to Italy and I actually reclaimed some energy from a past life. And
Nice.
then I started speaking it.
Nice.
So it's really interesting how it seems quite layered in how it's delivered, at least with, with what Danra's saying and JJ, although it does also feel like a fire hose, because once it comes, it doesn't want to stop. So yeah, anyway, migraines happen.
Nina's adorable and she has some hiccups. People are
Yeah. Yeah, I'll hiccup and my hiccups are so loud and so off-putting, I'll mute myself, everyone, so sorry.
Well, whatever's being said when you hiccup is important, so pay attention.
Yeah, yes, I know. I'm getting messages too as we're all talking. Yeah, and there's just some subject matter it wants us to bring up next time. It's giving us context for the next one.
All right.
So yeah, it's like, hey, you're gonna want to bring this up. Okay, sure. Making sure I get it all down. They're showing me. Yeah. Okay.
Perfect. So how about we start playing and see how this can start? So there's a number of ways that people's light language emerges. We thought we would try today by automatic writing, basically giving you a chance to listen. And for Nina, sometimes when we do our practice, it's like we start speaking and then she might receive, or if somebody's light language is coming in, we do this like back and forth. Nina, you started humming, is that right?
Yes, I started humming. Summer actually had me start humming, and then she started wanting me to open my mouth after that. It was like, start awing, and then as soon as that happened, while I was in conjunction with you both going, it started. But that's sort of like it did give me that nervous like feeling, like, oh my gosh, what am I going to say right now? So it's like, stop. The release and relax now is much more acceptable, easier to do. But that is something I do feel rushed. It feels like there's people walking behind me and I'm walking really slow and I know they're coming up faster. That's the feeling that I get with light language, where I feel like, oh my gosh, I need to say this. I need to hurry up and say all these words because they're going to disappear. You know, that's the feeling I get. So yeah, that's that compulsion. I get that immediate, I need to come, I need to say, I need to go. So yeah, that's mostly how it'll come. It might come verbally, but now my natural reaction is to cover my mouth, and that's when I'll hear it in my third eye.
Yep. So sorry if you could hear me typing. I know when we listened back to the last one, it sounded like an earthquake when I was typing something.
Oh yeah.
I'm so
was
sorry.
actually really subtle, Danra. It was a very cute little.
Okay, so I was going to put a little poll in the chitty chat because once we bring in Carol, we're going to have to make a decision how we want to deliver this. So me, JJ, and Summer could do 3 different light languages from 3 different people, like in sequence, and you could just keep writing, or we could do it one at a time with breaks. So I'm going to put a little poll. We've never done this, so let's just pretend that I know what I'm doing. So I don't know what shows up in the chitty chat. So you can either pick that we do 3 in a row or one at a time, meaning one of us gives our light language, you automatically write, and we do like a check-in with people. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, and in the meantime, I'd like to welcome in the wonderful, fabulous soul sister, Carol. Hello, Carol.
Hello.
Who was already a hero today and saved a dog, didn't you? You just saved a dog?
2
dogs.
They were together. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Good job.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, we brought you on because you were just so good at automatic writing, and you were one of the first people to actually translate my light language. So I see that number 1 is goods, which seems like people want us to do 3 in a row. But Carol, do you mind sharing a little bit about what your experience is when you are doing the automatic writing, to like give some tips to people who are going to try it today?
Certainly. Mechanical tips is have a pen in your hand that writes really smoothly, like a gel tip, and one that you know has plenty of ink, because there's nothing worse than writing because you have to. It's a flow, and a lot of times I start with just making circles, and I want to make sure that my pen is flowing easily over my. I have a big ass tablet. So I want to make sure that when I connect in, like in the mornings, when I connect in with, I have spirit angels, guides, and ancestors. So the acronym is SAGA, SAGA. And then like mom, dad, like anybody else that I feel close, like right now, the left side of my head is tingling. And that's usually my mom is on my left side. So somebody is here. That I want to be sure that I'm all set up and ready to go. So I want to start with a full size. You don't want to like start at the bottom of the page and your hand's going to be sliding off of it. You want to be in a very comfortable position. I do a lot of breathing beforehand. It's usually first thing in the morning. I don't pick up my phone. I don't turn on the TV. I don't watch anything. I sit with typically I like black coffee. So I have to be like one eyeball open. And it's usually like around between 4 and 5 o'clock in the morning. And then I will ask my spirit angel guides and ancestors a question and request the most benevolent outcome. And then release any kind of expectation, any of my own biases, release my ego from the answers. And then I just, if nothing's coming right away, I like do circles and scribbles and just let it come naturally. If nothing comes, I can rephrase the question, or I can just let it go for the day, because eventually throughout the day, the question will be answered. And at that time, I'm not usually doing automatic writing. It just comes in as a download.
Thank you, Carol. So when you're translating light language, though, or when you're hearing that, I seem to remember you write it down in English, right? It's almost like you're.
Yeah, it's not the symbolism. It's not like what Summer does. Because she's writing her own language, and what I'm doing, like what happened with you the other day, I immediately, when you started bringing in your new light language, I was getting information that was just getting dropped in. Like when I do mediumship, it just drops in and comes out of my mouth usually then. But here it's dropping in and I'm writing it out. And so I was able to like just pick up the concepts in that light language transmission were above my pay grade. Like I was able to get like the initial thoughts, and it went to like, whoa, this is like, he was talking about some like energy and transmutation of energy, and then it went like there wasn't any English words that I could have even put to it.
And Nina,
It
you're
was totally cosmic. It was totally like off the grid.
above your pay grade. I love that. Nina, do you have anything else? Because we hope that you could do some automatic writing as well.
Oh yes. So I do automatic writing as well. But I think I'm so interested in the definition of these messages that I break down and I immediately go into similar to what Carol gets, where we get mediumship messages and visions in our head. So yeah, that's how they showed me your first entities, your first light languages. They showed me, them stacked, laying the prayer, laying the intention, sealing it all. But yeah, it's different, but the same. Yeah, it's changing.
All right, so are we ready to dive in? We've got a brief grounding that we could do. I had Nina question mark. Do you want to do that, or do you want to focus on the automatic writing piece?
I think on the writing.
Okay, so I can do the grounding just because I've got it here, but why don't we pick our order of who's going to go first, next, and last for JJ, Summer, and me? Do you have a instinctive kind of flow that you're picking up on?
I love starting out with you.
With me?
With you,
I
Dan?
love starting out. I would love to start out with you, Danra. That would be great.
So like Atara is normally the one who comes through, my first one. Yeah.
I like her.
Okay, so I'll do the grounding. Atara will come in, and then JJ or Summer, do you feel strong calling?
I got the no eye at Summer.
So I'll go now. I kept getting that I was in the middle, so that's why.
Okay, oh, perfect.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm a sandwich.
We're gonna do all three in a row, and then we'd love to see people afterwards. We'll have a little debriefing, and whatever you got, we can put in the chat. So Carol and Nina, are you feeling ready to go, and everybody at home ready?
Very ready.
All right. So everybody start. We're just gonna do a brief grounding. So everybody take another deep breath. and imagine thick, strong roots growing from the soles of your feet deep into the heart of the earth. You are anchored. You are safe. You are held. Let the vibration of light language clear the static and return you to peace. Breathe in the light. Feel your roots in the earth. Simply breathe and receive. E nena ka wā chine ke wā hue te wā I kona I ta hunea makia so o ne wia. On chena ka wā u te wā hi ne koe ani che wā u te nai. U te nai si te me ka ue tā mi ko wā china hai te we kaya. Une te wachiteke, une ti wachiteke, hania wachu te wahi ko e maitia nahi te wa u e te. Hai ne te wa u ke wachi ne haia. I koto e ai e te. Ai e te. Huetami ke wa u ke weche na u ke wa u te wa I ta. Hune ka wa uche te hune kai I she wa une ke we u ta wa. Hune ta wa I se te. Hune ta wa I se te. Hani she we kai. Hani te we ta wai. Hasi.
Ene sono kora sana kesini te ante sine ke wonto koko te zakana sine he na kare. Anas to. Anasana kora sana ke yankere antata sine he aka kron sine te ainde. Ena karasini ku na kuro asike en niket esine da sinik e ke en ke sini o ne data and se ro kuro sine ke kana ke ono kuro siket ainti sini kini sunu ti ti ainti o ti ainta da sine kara ansra a side te oran sak ain ku ko ana kara o sine ene hai ana da kara skuru kun ki skana ai kere skana ai ka rons und end ai sini e to ons ora sine kai hana har hana karasa ho no ko o ni sene ke ai ni sene ki ko sene da chicken te hana ha ya ha rex aka ho honso ho no ho se he ya ka ho ni sene ai ni sene rai se o goroso to ni kara sene ai ya rata sni koso o te ane tere ai kara anda ka hara sine e me kara sine as
Anana koni. Anana koni ka. Ai, nama mas nia ma kuyama. Ai naoshnia. Ai tianui. Anu tie pa oshna ye ta na uki. Ai ye mas nia naka. Atio pa nostneti anutiti Uyana ka ye o taku na ye manada taku ye wa Uyana ye mama ye mama ye mama ye mama ye mama ye mama 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 Uyanui ai. Ui na 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 Pakya ushnaka. Na ushnae.
Summer, you freaking send me on the rainbow unicorn roller coaster. Oh man, it's just like I'm going down. Here I go. That was like okay, Danra. Soul boundaries are soul boundaries in layers with safe guidance. You all have been known. You all are journeyed without yourself. They're showing me the separate, the how you were on this journey without yourself even before that. So maybe people that are listening, and lay yourself gracefully, lead with grace, in all the difference that summer when summer went off, it was all the different areas of expansion and experience, allowing me to like zoom out and see the differences between all of us and like what we all have access to. It was just like it like set me back and it was like, look it over there, look it over there, look it over there. And it was just all different but all connected, had like a glowing essence to the images and messages this time. Color, and then it has JJ. Thank goodness. It has been in our lines. So what they showed me was feet and flowers around our feet and flowers in front of our feet that was already there before us. Flowers at our feet, petals from our leads. Okay. Amazing. Carol?
Oh, I think Nina probably took the cake there. With Deanra's, I was getting that Atara was bringing forth a feeling of being blessed to have been brought forward, and that this is going to be the trying to read my writing. This fine group of star women to have been this collaboration to bring together at this time. It was no coincidence. This is all woven together in a predestined DNA fulfillment. And that now is the time. Now is the time. Now is the time for all of this. Okay. So Summers, I was so entranced by the beauty and the way that Summer has the ability to roll her language.
Yeah.
It's like my humanness got involved with that. I got off traffic because I'm going, oh man, she's talented. Holy cow. I mean, you all have beautiful languages, but Summers is just like, I had to like keep going back to like, yeah, okay. Because in the very beginning, what I got was the burgeoning of life. There's the essence of bringing forth this new life, this new experience, this new. I again, the words fail me. I was getting so much energy out of all of it. There, and that was the whole thing. Is that that it felt like it was going to like just, if it wasn't contained in a human body, it would just be like fireworks and expansion. So it was difficult for me to like to stick into to stay with the writing, but in a good way, in a really good way. It was really good. And then JJ, I've listened to JJ so much before JJ knew, and before we had met. I had listened to JJ years and years ago. It was the early 2000s, and I get more of like hand mudras with JJ, and so, but I'm trying to like do the automatic writing for this. But there's something so very soft and comforting about Tuta, and so Tuta was like, again, exclaiming. To me, it felt like she was they were exclaiming that this is the moment of the collaboration to be able to teach us and bring this forward. That this is a time for them to expand their teaching. That this is, it seems like it's a small group right now, but there's people that will be able to link into this because of our intention and growth. There will be growth through our intention. That's what I meant to say.
So, Carol, I got the same thing, outside advancements.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be our outside advancements. Yes, I got that. Just they put outside advancements.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, Tuta was grounding. You really brought us back. I mean, summer like takes us all the way up, and then it was just like it was great. I love channeling those two back to back. I think in that sequence was really, really good for us.
Yeah, it was as it was supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
And now my ears are ringing and hot.
Yeah, I was gonna say too, on a 3D level, like, so I have now the beginning of not a migraine, but I have like a headache right here. So what I will do after this is go put my feet on the ground outside, and I will also chug a whole bottle of water to help with my 3D body integrate the spiritual body stuff that just came in.
So like bringing a fever down. So drawing a fever to your feet.
Mm-hmm.
Similar.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, the whole top of my head now is buzzing.
Yeah, my body's moving by itself. Sometimes you'll see it looks like I have Tourette's or something. Like it's the aftershocks of light language.
I get that too. That's the same thing that happens to me. I'll be like twitching and like coughing, but it feels like a fulfillment when it happens. Yeah, if there's a purpose for it.
Deandra,
I don't know how am I going to go on.
Deandra, when you were speaking, I've got tumbled stones are we, warm and cold, dry and damp, discovery, what are we made of? And then I felt, Deandra, yours was like this fluctuation or these pulses that I could feel like whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. And then Summer, yours was all right here in my ears, like wake up, activate. And then when Tuta came in, or the language, they were like, hey, you over there, come closer. Okay, little ones, come.
Yes. Yep.
And that we were
It was like she was pulling like setting us all up like as little children sitting on the ground.
Yeah.
And she was going to like expound on it.
Yeah.
Richie, I don't know how I feel about that, but I do agree. He's like, Summer was doing something to us. It was
Yeah.
I don't know if this happens with you guys when you're channeling, but like I had like a separate, I have these different dialogues
Awarenesses?
going on with myself. Like I'm channeling, I'm like interpreting in my mind, like, oh, okay, this is what's happening. This is what I'm saying. And then I also have myself watching myself and that part was like, yo, this is a lot. Like, do we want to tone it down? This feels a little extra. And, like I'm on the side, like this feels really intense. But yes, it was, the image I kept getting was, it was like igniting a gas stove, like hitting the flip, like ignition, like setting fire apparently is where it's at right now. But consider y'all selves ignited.
Yeah, I just realized why I think we're put together, because we do serve different purposes. Like, I feel like my sequence is a healing sequence. Summer, yours is activating, which is why people get all like, "Brr."
Yeah.
And Tuta is like delivering wisdom,
Yeah.
and they're all kind of overlapping in ways, but I really feel like we are hitting like different segments of what light language can do. And by putting them together, I honestly started to cry a bit at the end. I've never felt so warm and connected to you guys, even though we've had many experiences. I just felt so like the family element was there. We have been so lost from each other, and now we're back. I feel an intense amount of happiness. So thank you. I'm curious, like we're getting beautiful things in the chat as well. I encourage people to like watch this back and maybe do it when you don't have the pressure of like real timing it. And please do add to the chat if you're watching this later of what you got.
Yeah, I wanted to do this because that was the other message I got, Hypnicity. Like, I got puzzle pieces, but then they were like, yeah, but it's not like flimsy cardboard. It was just like we're pounding it in like when you're camping and you put the stake in for your tent. It was like I definitely saw these like yellow, kind of like your piece goes in here and we hammer it down, and then I feel like it just keeps going, like it's this almost like this honeycomb of connection for whoever is joining us.
Yes, anchoring.
Yeah. That was cool, everybody. Carol,
I also did cry too.
Yeah.
I did cry as well, and during Summer's thing. So if anybody else teared up, I couldn't stop.
Oh my goodness. Ooh, I'm sorry to send people back to their real life after this. I do apologize.
Go ground and drink water.
Yes. Dearest Carol, who is in our mediumship group and connected us to JJ, thank you for being here and for helping people with their automatic writing. We love you.
Thank you. I love you too.
Yes.
All of y'all.
All y'all.
I feel like a bobblehead because I'm agreeing like with everything you're saying.
That's so cute, Carol.
And so we're gonna keep rotating. I can't remember who next week is, but
I am, and it's those. I need those recordings. So if you guys would like to do recordings, or even like Deanna said, you could send in some written words that we could read if you don't want to do the sending the videos in. But that's what it's the community sharing is what I'm highlighting on April 1st.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Very cool.
Excellent. Any final words? I mean, I guess I should say that please share and like and all of those subscribe things. Hopefully you saw that everybody has YouTube or socials. Please go follow everybody there. And stay tuned, because after we do these 6 in the Light Language series, we're going to have a summit. which sounds really important. And it sure is.
We have said we're doing it, therefore it's happening.
Make it happen. So. All right. With love to everybody. We will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.